singing, and who encouraged you to get there? And
yes, I was born in Detroit, Michigan.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes, until I was about 11 or 12 years old. So if you know Detroit, you know all type of music have come out of Detroit. Yes. I mean, Motown is in Detroit. The gospel scene is like most of our big gospel singers of today came from Detroit. You have the Clock Sisters, you have the Winans, you have Commission, you have Fred Hammond, you have Marvin Sapp. I mean, I could go on and on. Vanessa Bell Armstrong, like all the gospel greats came there, and this is something that I grew up. I mean, Marvin Winans would always have concerts at his church. Clock Sisters was always singing.
So you were close to that?
Yes. His first church used to be right on Greenfield. We lived off of Greenfield in Detroit, Michigan. Right off of Schoolcraft and Grandmont.
Okay, yes. She represented.
On the west side, 12615. Yes, 313. But, so that's where we grew up, and so I was surrounded by music. Not only that, my father is a musician. He sings. I have so many musicians in my family. Right. And so I started my singing career at the very young age of 2 years old.
Really?
Yes. My father tells the story. He was in the band. My father's a pastor, by the way, Bishop G.R. Adderley.
Oh, Bishop!
Yes. And he was downstairs in the basement of Detroit. He said he was counseling a married couple. They were having some problems. And he said in the middle of their counseling, he heard a little girl singing. And I was singing, Yes, Jesus Loves Me. Oh. And he said in the middle, he said after a while, he just stopped hearing what the people were saying. And he said he was like, I think that's my baby singing. And the lady was fussing with him. He said, y'all hush. That's my baby up there singing.
Y'all later.
And he said the voice that came out of the 2-year-old was just something awesome. And so he saw that was a call that God put in, my life. And so he got that and he nurtured it. That's so in the basement of Detroit, Michigan, Grandmont, he nurtured that.
West side?
Yes, West side. He was the gospel version of Joe Jackson. And he knew my abilities. He knew what I could hit. He knew what I could not hit. So he knew when I was being lazy. He knew when I, wasn't pushing the way that I could push. And basically, my father really nurtured the singer that I am today. So I give him a lot of props. Because he saw that.
Thank you, Dad.
Yes, Bishop G.R. Adderley.
Yes.
And then I cannot say anything about my dad without saying anything about my mom.
Absolutely.
My mom was and still is, her and my husband, he's behind the camera. They have this kind of competition on who is my biggest fan. And she's like, well, child, I've been rooting for her since she was born. You just came in the picture and all that stuff. But she is truly my cheerleader.
Awesome.
Anything that I think to do, and even sometimes when I doubt myself, between her and my husband, they are my 2 biggest cheerleaders. That's and she would let me know, well, baby, you can do it. That's how my mom talks. It's all right. You can do it. And so, yes, they are the people who nurtured that. But being brought up in Detroit, being around that environment, and my father pushing me, that's where it all started. That's all.